Do you want a lot of views or little views? Oh, no views.
Today on Don't Panic Pantry, we are making Mabo Tofu in the Japanese style, or in my style of the Japanese style. The traditional Sichuan version is like spicier, like desert heat, tingly, nummy, it's delicious. I'm gonna make it in the Japanese-ish version, which is the one that I kind of first started eating and loving, which is more umami forward, a little sweeter, a little less spicy. We've got 1 grated garlic clove, a teaspoon of grated ginger, 4 ounces of ground pork, 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil, 2 scallions, the whites and greens separated and chopped up. In my case, I'm using a green onion from the farmer's market, so it's a big boy, so we're using that big boy and using just 1 of those. 2 teaspoons of miso paste, I'm using red miso, 1 teaspoon of doubanjiang, a tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon of sake, a tablespoon of mirin, a cup of dashi. I'm in, Don't Panic Pantry mode, so I'm doing 1 cup of water mixed with 1 teaspoon of instant dashi powder. We have 12 ounces of firm silken tofu, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch dissolved into 5 teaspoons of water, and then the scallion greens going at the end. So, wok over high heat. I'm gonna take some grapeseed oil. I'm gonna do like a couple, call it a 2 tablespoon job. Grab the old pork, which I had out before, but got distracted. 4 ounces of grounded pork. Just kind of breaking it up a little bit. We're just kind of getting this going. This is delicious ground pork from our friends at Peeds and Barnett. And, a lot of times you can only buy pork in a pound at a time, especially you get it from the farmer's market and they have it pre-packaged there for you. So what I did was I divided it up into 4 quarter-pound parcels in little small delis and I froze them. So then the day before you eat it, you take it out, you defrost it. Okay, this guy is starting to get moving over here. Let's throw in our scallions, ginger, and the garlic. And you can do a vegan version. I've done it with like eggplant before instead of pork. That's very tasty. Mushrooms work very well. I actually have in my cookbook, the Don't Panic Pantry cookbook, I have a vegan Mabo Tofu that is delicious. Or sizzling and bizzling, as they say. They do say sizzling and bizzling. Very popular way to talk about things. These guys are kind of moving along here. We can add in our sake, soy, mirin, doubanjiang, and miso. In the words of Emeril Lagasse, don't you wish you had smell-o-vision? Now we're movo groovo. You see my wife? She's glaring at me in the background.
Movo groovo.
So what I love is once you mise everything out, it's super fast. It's kind of like a lot of stir frying is this way too. Like once you get all your ingredients rocking and rolling, you're basically in party town. Let's grab our dashi, and we're gonna pour this right in. And now this guy is sizzling and bizzling. We'll take our little cornstarch slurry. I made this the other day to test it out, and it was a little thin, so I'm adding a little bit more cornstarch to it. You want it to be like runny, but not watery. And now that this is all in here, we can add our tofu. I'm just gonna kind of massage it into a little single layer here. I think sometimes people think that silken tofu is soft tofu, but silken is like the consistency of it. And this is a firm silken, which is still pretty darn soft, if I will say so myself. It's not like, you wouldn't want to grill this. We are essentially just bringing this all back up to a simmer, letting it get all toasty and nice. I like a kind of wet, runny Mabo Tofu, but again, wet but not thin. So the miso still gives you some of these fermenty vibes that some of the Sichuan version has. So you still get that kind of action in there. And as we learned on the show, remember guys, the action is the juice. So keep that in mind. Just want to make sure this is all kind of heated through and bubbling. Give this guy a little taste of the old sauce there. That's what we're talking about, Ben. Ooh, scallions. Okay, ready? Scallions in. Scallion greens on top. Baby, you got a stew going.
Who's this meal for?
Everyone. Hot single women near me.
Spicy.
But not that spicy.
No, it's really comforting.
It's very umami forward. Mm-hmm. Well, we did it. We made a delicious, super fast, Japanese-style Mabo Tofu in the way that I do it. Modeled after the Mabo Tofu that my college girlfriend used to bring home as a shift meal from the Japanese restaurant she worked at.
Cool, hope you guys are happy.
You can see it cooks super fast, and she's taking her mic off. As always, the recipe is in the description box, so if you want to find it, that's where it is. And I know people say like and subscribe, but actually it turns out very helpful when people like and subscribe, so please do it.